Let's improve this code using a for loop. There's a pattern inside this big chunk of code, right? For example, the pound here, black pound, we have 8 of them, right? And we have 8 of white pounds. So the pattern is, you see, we duplicate a lot of logic here, and the pattern is obvious. The column, right, starting from 0 to 7, and the row is 1. And here, the only difference in this group, right, is the column. So we can write a for loop, right? For, like here, column, right, in 0 dot dot less than 8, right? So we can, we can just, we only need to copy one of them and put it here, and to apply the pattern here. So column will be 0 to 7. So here is column will be 0 to 7, right? So we put column here, then it's done. Now let's comment out those code and see if we have same result. Okay, Command R. Yes, everything is fine like before. So we can remove that, right? We can remove that. And now we can do the same thing for the second group, right? For this time, yeah, still column in 0 dot dot less than 8, right? Because the only this one here, right, changes column 0, column 1, column 2 until 7. So same idea. We can make a copy of that and put it here, and put the column here. So it's dynamic, it's not static. Now we can comment out this and give a test. Run it. Yeah, you can try to make sure here the board is from our new code. How can we do that? Let's make this one 7, right? So there should be one piece missing on the board. Let's try it, run it. Yeah, here you see. So it's, this is a trick, right? To make sure, to make ourselves confident about the code, right? We should understand, we need to see the actual result of our new code. Okay, now let's put it back. Command Z, right? Command Z, and run it. Now this piece will be back right here. Yes. Now we can clean up this one. Okay. When you look at these two pieces of code, right? We duplicate the for loop structure, right? So it means, can we merge the two loops? Yes, right? We can cut and put it here, right? Let's give it a try. Run it. Same thing, right? Nothing is broken. So it means we can get rid of this one. Okay. Now what can we do for this chunk of code? So yeah, let's see this part. We have two black rooks, right? Can we do that using a for loop? Yes. So the column is different. So let's do column from 0 dot dot less than what? Less than 2, right? It means the column will be 0. No, this time, because we don't use the column directory, so we use an I here. Now we need a mapping, right? A mapping like that. So when I is, my I map to something. So when I is 0, we need, right, to be mapped to 0. And when I is 1, right, the second one we need it to be mapped to 7. So what is this one? Can you figure out what is this expression or the function of I, right? F of I. So it will be I times 7, right? So when I is 0 is 0, when I is 1 is 7. So it means we can copy this one and put it here. We can put the result, our expression I times 7 in the place of a column, right? I times 7. Now let's see if it works or not. Comment out the old code and try to see the result of our new code. Run it. Two black rooks. Okay. Now let's test it with, for example, we remove one. Just use. We get rid of one to see the result, to make sure the code. Yes, this guy is missing, right? This guy is missing. Now let's put it back and run again. You see, it's back. So it means our new code works. Now let's remove this part. And we know, right? We have two white rooks, right? With the same pattern, 0 and 7. Now it means we can try this one inside and put it inside here. That's coming out of those two lines. So this time, because the pattern is the same, so we can put it here. But we cannot merge those two things because the images are different, right? Now let's run it. If nothing is broken, yeah, the two white rooks are here, right? We can get rid of that. Now let's handle night, okay? Black night. This time the mapping is 1 and 6. So it means, what is this expression? So when I is 0, we need to map, we need to get 1 out, right? When I is 1, this time we need to get out 6 out. This 6. This is the 1, right? Here. Now what is the expression? What is the expression to get this mapping? So the trick is the step, right? So if we add more here, so it means every step it will add up 5, right? So 1, 6, 11, 3, 16, right? 16. So So it means every step it will increase, right? Increase by 5. So I times 5, we can put that here. This is the delta increased by each increment of I. Now the initial value is 1. So we can put an initial value 1 here, like that. Now let's check. So when I is 0, yeah, 0 times 5 is 0, so it's 1. The whole thing is 1. That's good. It's very important to learn how to create this kind of mapping because it's used a lot in our different forms of for loop. And what if I is 1? 1 times 5 is 5, right? Plus 1 is 6. Good. Okay. When I is 2, this guy is 10, right? 10 plus 1 is 11. And because we only have 2 pieces here, so it means even though, yeah, the pattern still holds, right? But we don't need that, and we get our expression here. Now, because the for loop is the same, so we can put this, we can copy this one and put it in. Let me increase this one. Okay, so what is this one? This expression is 1 plus I times 5, right? Now let's test. Night, black night, okay? Run it. Black night. They are still here. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Same idea. Oh, let's hide this part, okay? So we can handle this, right? Same pattern, 1 and 6. So it means we can copy this one and put it here using the same pattern, right? 1 plus I times 5 for white night. So comment out and run again. Pay attention to the white knights, okay? 2 of them, they are here. Good. Now, do you want to pause the video and try to find out the next mapping here? 2, 2 and 5, and 2 and 5. So it means we need to, when I is 0, we need to get 2, right? When I is 1, we needed to get 5. So what is the expression? The trick is pay attention to the delta first. The delta is every step we increase the value by 3. So it means every step, right? We need to increase by 3. Now the initial value is 2. So 2 plus I times 3. Let's double check. So for this trick to work, we need to set the iterator I starting from 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3 until this number is, right? This number is the total iterations of the loop. So 0, 1, right? Okay, now let's double check. When I is 0, yes, 0 times 3 is 0, plus 2 is 2. When I is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Good. So now we can copy this one, put it here, and change this to our expression 2 plus I times 3. Okay, this time let's do both. Now let's put this white bishop, okay? Because here we need the same expression, so let's do it at the same time. Now let's run it. Pay attention to black bishops, and the white bishops. Yes, they worked. They worked. Remove it. And what's the last? Queen, king, bishop. Okay. Now there's nothing we can do here, right? Because all of them are using different images. So that's all what we can do, right? Now remember, this exercise is very, very important for our mindset to handle, right, the for loop. So let me just leave it here for a while, okay? Because you have to learn this skill if you want to handle for loop successfully. Cool. That's it for today. See you next time.